Hello everyone, Surat here, and it's time to Let's Play You Don't Know Jack the Ride. We are all here, and let me check something real quick. I need to look at the volume. It's still where I want it. Yes, it is. Very, very good. So, we've Let's Played just about every other You Don't Know Jack in existence. There are only 2 left that I have access to. I don't have Volume 5. Sorry. But this one was released first between the 2 games I could do a full Let's Play of, so we're doing this one first. Now, there are a few problems that have arisen. Most notably, the first time I tried to play this, it skipped this first game. I didn't realize it at the time, so I kept plowing through, but then, it kept bothering me that the first time I saw a question up here, it never showed up again, because all I did was look at the question, tinker with settings, and then move on. I stopped the game, but yeah, you're not seeing... This isn't the first game I will have recorded of this. It's the first game in sequence, it turns out, but not the first game I recorded. Yeah. But anyway, that is a story for another time, and hopefully I will put that down in the description. But this should be the first one I'm posting. We will see. Anyway, I didn't actually get to play this first episode yet, so we're still in good shape there. But anyway, it's time to deal with moral dilemmas. Yeah, I didn't know what this was the first time I looked at it, and accidentally selected, one of the 2 choices before I cut, which apparently marks that down somewhere. It says, okay, you've played the game. And then moves on to the next one. The good news is, this gets me through a lot of the... You'll understand why this might be a good thing later. But anyway, let's actually continue, shall we? I've got to answer a question. Maybe you read it. A raunchy sex scenes pops up. Damn cartoon I'm watching with a 12-year-old. What do? That's a 12-year-old, man.
I don't have time.
They need
for
to
this.
learn.
Welcome to the ride. I understand you're handy with the slow motion control. I'm afraid that won't do you much good down on the floor you're headed to. How many people will be playing?
Just me.
Nobody else to play with? Well, who needs them? How many questions would you like to play? 7 or 21?
I would like the full game, and...
13? Okay, great.
13.
May I have your name, please?
Not really.
Hello? Are you still there? Please type in your name.
No, it won't let me speed past this.
All right then. Your new name is...
Something like that.
Remember to be all you can be. And now, it's time for the best part of the ride. Remember, you're always getting closer to the bottom.
Floor 66.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by the Backwards Christian Lyrics Coalition. You'll find a satanic reference in your children's music, whether it's there or not. And now, here's your host, Cookie!
Okay, welcome. So, you'd let the kids watch the naughty cartoons, huh? Well, let's see how much we can slip past the censors. All right, practice saying the 7 naughty words, and let's take on censorship.
I'd rather not at this
Now,
point.
select the highest value and see if you hit the jet.
Yep.
This one's called... Censorship. More like censorship. Here's the question. If today's censors had the same job duties as the first Roman censors, which of these would they be doing? Torturing the Doors, photographing Robert Mapplethorpe, sentencing the Smothers Brothers to prison, or counting copies of Hustler?
What did this? I don't remember what the censors did.
Well, what do we have
Back
here?
then.
41, 42. How did she do that?
I mean, that's disgusting. Don't look.
The original censors took census, which means they counted
Oh.
things, and they took a break to read the articles.
Sure they did.
Okay, hit your
Sure.
buzzer and try to snag the highest value you can. We're calling this one. Keep your censorship off my private parts.
Hi, Howard.
You know,
Stern.
political correctness has gotten way out of hand. There's even a human muscle named the PC muscle. If you're having problems with your PC muscle, what's the best PC term to use in describing it? The urinarily challenged muscle, the anally capable muscle, the mammarily fixated muscle, or the muscles from Brussels?
Well, I don't know what the PC muscle is. I really don't.
You should have picked
Man.
this. The PC muscle, or the pubococcygeal muscle, controls the flow of urine from the bladder and contributes to greater sexual pleasure in women, without offending anyone at all. Okay, select the value of the
I'm
question.
not having a good
Your
day so far.
category is censorship and hardwood. Okay, hang tight. We're talking about $3,149 here. Here we go. If you tie a blue ribbon around the old oak tree, what cause are you supporting? Freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of expression online, or NAMBLA?
A blue ribbon?
Oh, look what I have here. The correct answer. The Blue Ribbon Campaign is for free speech online. You should consider publishing photos of your oak tree on your homepage, because none of the
heard it.
online freaks will ever go outside to see it.
Never heard of that.
Hey, buzz into selective value. Well, there you go. Here's your
I
category.
make up some money on what I had.
I'll wash your
Ugh.
thesaurus out with soap. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. Which of these is not a dirty word? Slatternly, abluted, bedraggled, or squalid? Abluted means washed clean.
Yeah.
So it's not really dirty, unless you say something is f***ing abluted. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Well, wouldn't you know it? It's time to play Dis or
The
Dat.
questions are not helpful
And this
for me.
Dis or Dat question
In the
category is... I see no evil, but I can smell it a mile away. Okay, I'm gonna list off 7 people, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they're someone who sees no evil, someone who hears no evil, or someone who neither sees nor hears evil. As each one comes up, if it's someone who just sees no evil, press 1. If it's someone who just hears no evil, press 2. If it's both, press 3. If you're not sure, press 4. You're gonna get some money for each right answer, and you're gonna lose
hate
some for each
both.
one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7, and keep an eye on the wire. When it fills up, you're done. And here we go. Stevie Wonder sees no evil here. Marley Matlin,
I'm guessing.
Helen Keller, Oedipus. Hey, Brady, skip it. We'll come back. Ray Charles. Ludwig van Beethoven. The Who's Tommy. Oh, yes, you rock. Check it out. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
All right,
feel
buzz in.
better.
Here's your
Not by
category.
much.
Tipper Gore. Okay, play ball. Say Tipper Gore treats her husband Al to a $50 dinner. If Tipper Gore is a good tipper, what is the smallest amount she should leave as a tip? $5, $7.50, $8.75, or $10?
15% is... I want to say the 15% rule.
$7.50? Yeah, that'd be the customary 15% tip. Which leaves her and Al just enough money to buy a few Two Live Crew albums to burn when they get home. All right, bang your buzzer and... Okay, give it up for... I understand moral, but what's turpitude?
Good question.
You know that song by Ice-T called Cop... Hey, lady, you can't come in here. What are you... Hey, don't put... What are you... Ow! I'm covered in stickers. Here, look at this. Ow, my short hairs. Parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Who's going around slapping these stickers on everything? The FCC, the NRA, the PMRC, or the PCP?
I'm pretty sure the Federal Communications Commission.
No, the FCC would come in if I got a radio show. But
No?
why would I want to hide this bod from my fans? Here's the one you wanted. Good Tipper Gore and the Parents Music Resource Center campaign for the little warning labels on albums. And I have half a mind to take this sticker and shove it up the ass of those mother goody-goody, no good, have nothing better to do head, moral majority monkey suckers with a frozen boot. Now, there's an explicit warning.
Indeed.
Okay, buzz in and lock on to... You can do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. You have the right to remain silent and minty. Let's see that question. What issue would Scope's monkey trial most likely involve? Slander of the healing power of mouthwash, bootlegging, rinsing, and spitting, immigrating bacteria that causes bad breath, or the evolution of green coloring?
And pretty sure the Scope monkey trial.
The original Scopes monkey trial took place when enlightened Tennesseans jailed biology teacher John Scopes for teaching evolution. Apparently, creationists also believe that fresh breath is an act of God.
Possibly.
All right, it's time to choose. Coming up. My fellow congressman, try the veal. Let's get going. Considering the specific issue to which congressional gag rules pertained, which of these gag artists' acts would be censored? Rip Taylor organizing a union, Henny Youngman petitioning against slavery, Milton Berle lobbying for Medicare, or Red Skelton dodging the draft?
Gag rules. I want to say unions.
But seriously, folks, my union ensures I can take a coffee break after every joke. Talk amongst yourselves.
Watch and learn.
Slavery.
Until they were deemed unconstitutional, gag rules in the House of Representatives prevented members from considering anti-slavery petitions. Hit your
I need
buzzer
to
to
learn me
select the
some law
value you
history,
want.
apparently.
It's dead, it's disgusting, it's roadkill.
Ah, yes. Like I said.
Okay, let me explain how this game works.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you various pairs of things that are somehow related. And you're going to see a series of items that may or may not connect the pair. You got to buzz in to select the item you think correctly joins the two. There's $1,000 in it for you if you're right, but do choose wisely. You lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And at the end, there's going to be a bonus question worth some bonus cash. Let's just say you should pay close attention to all the correct answers. You got that? Good. Let's motor. An essay and blank or plastic bag. What do these two things have in common?
No. Yep.
Score.
Okay.
Washington State and Blanky Blank Pecker.
Wood. Paper, wood.
Turns into diamonds and Blank Miner's daughter.
Coal.
Score. Cars use it and beans cause it.
Gas. They're all types of fuel.
Tampa NHL team and go Grease Blank.
Lightning.
Score. Depressed Michigan City and Skin Blank equals miser.
Flint. don't think it's capable of
Coordinate
starting
and
fire.
boxcars.
Match. Yeah, they all start fires.
Okay then, bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all NWA album titles? Elements of the periodic table?
No.
The SEC 7 dirty words?
No.
Public utilities?
Nope.
Tennis terms?
Nope.
Fire starting material?
Yep.
You nailed it! Rack it up! Everything you need to burn a bunch of books.
Okay. Yes, I knew what was going on there. Yes, I have seen that type of question before in the later games here. As I said before, I've recorded a few other games in this series so far, but for some reason skipped this one and didn't realize I'd skipped it until I got a dozen or so games down the line. Oh well. Sorry about that. I will be much more confused about this later on down the line. And I wish I'd seen that, because that actually explained what was going on, and I had to kind of guess at it the first time I looked at it. Oh well. Back to the game.
That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Hey, buzz into selective value. I like to call this category Comstocks and bondage. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. If you don't put much stock in the Comstock law, what will you probably do? Stage pornographic performance art, take pornographic photos of yourself, publish pornographic photos on the internet, or mail porno mags to your buddies?
See, I've never heard of the Comstock law. I don't know. I really don't.
Here's what you should have picked. Also known as the Federal Anti-Obscenity Act, the Comstock law bans the mailing of indecent materials. You know, it was just too distracting for the postal carriers.
I could see that.
Okay, select the value of the question. Spank your buzzer with. Here's your category.
Aw, changed on me.
Low prices every day.
You
You
wouldn't
ready?
find that at
Let's
Walmart.
go. Where is Walmart headquartered? Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Troy, Michigan, Bentonville, Arkansas, or Shreveport, Louisiana?
Yep.
Bentonville, Arkansas. Yep, that'd be Bentonville, all right. Right there in Arkansas. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question.
Ooh, decent.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. I'm gonna be throwing a bunch of words up on the screen. Buzz in when you see two items on the screen that match. Each time you're right, you make money. Each time you're wrong, you lose it. Now here's the thing. Not any two items that go together are necessarily a match. Remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Sensory overload. Don't forget, the match has to fit that clue. Good luck.
Sensory overload. Okay. So the senses. Touch. Hear. Ing. I smell a rat. No accounting for taste. Amendment for a speedy trial. 6th, yes. Maybe I'll get it back. Austin. Yeah. Yeah, common sense. 6th sense.
You got all of them! Now go find some friends to brag to! So you think you know sushi? You and
Well,
your other Yuppies
I
school
would call
friends
this
think
a
you know
rousing
sushi.
start
Well,
to
you
a
don't
Let's
know sushi
Play.
at all, not a wiggle
And,
in bed.
well, it'll be what I
You can
first
sit in
post,
fancy
because, well, it's
$70
first
a
in
plate sushi
line.
cafes and impress your other
But
human scabby friends and order
you won't see
California
that
roll.
score
And think
pop
you're
up again
shit's
for the
one.
next
Well, you're not
10 or
done.
so
You're sushi
videos.
juniors and you make me
Oh
sick.
well.
So from
Well,
now
you'll
on, you
probably
order
never see that
sushi the
score
real
pop
way,
up for a
the
good
proper
long
way.
while,
I get
more than
McLeod
likely.
sushi, or you don't eat
Who
it
knows,
at
maybe
all.
you'll see it
McLeod's
next
only uses
time.
real
I
haggis,
don't know.
None of this simpy wimpy fish
It
nuts.
all
We
depends
only
how I
use
decide to
haggis,
post
good
the rest
Scottish
of
mince
this,
haggis.
because
And
there
if
are
you
a
know
lot
what's
of
good for you,
choices,
you'll
really.
eat it too. So stop being a
Anyway,
baby doll freak loser and leave the
I've
Hermes
got
alone,
to go
because you're
now,
eating McLeod sushi
because I've
from now
embarrassed
on.
myself
Can I
enough
get the
for one
steak
day.
without the meat?
Sorry, sir, that's not possible.
Ugh, where does a vegetarian
Anyway,
have to go to
take
get a
care,
decent
folks.
meal around
I
here?
will
Come
see
on
you all
down to
back
Joe's
again
Backyard
next
for 2 acres of
time for
vegetarian
more.
delight. For only $9.99, I'll take
And
you
as
out
always,
to pasture, and that
I
includes
leave you with
unlimited
the
returns to
commercials.
my grass buffet.
Now I don't have to stay home when my non-vegetarian friends go out to eat. I can even bring my dog.
Depending on the time of year, we've got 4-leaf clovers, dandelions, daisies, crabgrass, and of course our most popular item, good old-fashioned grass.
I'm a vegan, and I feel more comfortable knowing that my dinner wasn't cooked in the same pan as some helpless hunk of butter.
I like not having to use utensils. It's so natural.
Wow, look how green that grass is under Joe's lawn chair. My mouth is watering. Let's graze.
Hey, Joe, why is it called Joe's Backyard?
Because I'm Joe, and it's my backyard.
Good morning, everyone. Today on Cooking with Yaks, we're going to make blueberry pancakes with the help of our friend Sparky. Doesn't that sound good, Sparky? Sparky's going to start us off by mixing the batter. Why don't you start with the eggs, Sparky? Well, it looks like Sparky has mashed the eggs into a sloppy mess. Why don't we try measuring out the flour instead? Okay, let's turn on the oven. Go ahead, Sparky. It looks like Sparky hit a pipe trying to turn on the oven, so we're going to evacuate the building now. See you next time on Cooking with Yaks. Come on, Sparky. No, Sparky, we don't eat the matches. Sparky!
Everyone, we have a guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's, Hugh Rection.
Mr. Rection, this is a safe environment. Tell us your full name.
Fine, it's Hugh G. Rection, all right? But you know, I never use the G.
Hi, UG Rection.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my name is Mike Hunt, and I'm one of thousands of people who've suffered through life with an unfortunate name. But finally, there's hope, thanks to Merkin Counseling Centers.
When I first came to Merkin, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, it's always scary when I tell people my name is Ivana Tinkle, but I had no idea I'd be in a group with a Jack Meoff or a Buster Cherry or
my
an
name
Anna
is
Lingus.
Harry Ballsack.
I'm Eileen Dover.
I'm Eileen's husband, Ben Dover.
Hugh Jazz.
Hello, my name is Jacques Strap.
Anita Get Laid. We're all equals
All of
here.
us are equal.
Every one of us.
IP Daily.
I'm a hog.
Howard M. Mellons.
Jenny Talia.
I'm Seymour Butts.
Tara Hamstring.
Dick Hertz.
I own a dildo.
Merkin Counseling Centers. If you have an unfortunate name, don't murder your parents. Get some help.
Next week on Hallie McNeil, Hallie opens up about her maternal instincts.
Hallie, I had a really nice time tonight.
Oh my God, what the hell is that?
Oh, that's just the dancing embryo. He shows up whenever I feel my biological clock ticking.
It looks like a sick tadpole.
I know, isn't he cute? Well, I guess it's just you and me, dancing embryo.
Hallie McNeil, Mondays.
Time now for a page from the success journey with motivational speaker and full-time dreamer, Dr. Harvey Bass.
Let me tell you the story of a small farm boy from Alaska. He grew up in poverty, often cold, often hungry, many times forced to eat his own hair for sustenance. His father, a proud man, eked out a living raising caribou and selling their hooves to be made into pencil erasers. The father expected his son to take over the family business. Well, this bright, ambitious boy had a different idea. He had what I like to call a dream. The boy, at the tender age of 12, rented a car and drove from Alaska to a small island off the coast of Florida. There, he fulfilled his dream of growing a beard, smoking big cigars, and talking in a funny accent. Yes, that man is better known to you and me as billionaire entrepreneur and respected world leader Wilford Brimley.
This has been a page from the success journey with Dr. Harvey Bass.
Tickets for her and a friend to a Spice Girls concert?
$80. An autographed jersey of his favorite athlete, $240. The latest video game system, $150. Surveillance photos of their mom's new boyfriend with another woman, $400. Every other weekend of your children's undying love, priceless. Money can't buy your kids' love, but with Platinum Credit Master, you can charge it.
Playing solitaire on the computer is fun, right? But it's hard to remember all those rules. Now there's a computer card game that gets back to the basics.
52 Card Pickup 2000.
That's right. 52 Card Pickup 2000 does all the work by throwing the virtual deck all over the virtual room.
Whoa! There are cards all over the place.
You know what to do next.
Here's the 4 of clubs under this couch. I'm gonna pick it up.
Wow, there's 3 or 4 under this table. I'm gonna pick them up.
You can play by yourself or set up exciting tournament play. With your web browser, you can even play other people across the internet. It's simple, it's repetitive, it's
52 Card Pickup 2000.
You'll wonder why you ever owned a real deck of cards.